Hey there, it's Dr. Crypto here with another crypto market update and a Tap Global update too. So I hope everybody is doing well wherever you are in this world. You're having a great day, great morning, and you're enjoying your trading or whatever you're doing, you're investing and such like. But yeah, what an interesting couple of days it's been. All the markets, even the crypto space, has been basically watching what Jerome Powell has been testifying over these past couple of days, because obviously that's the market have been watching that because it will give them the direction they need to go to. It's either to the downside or the upside. At the moment, we have seen that the dollar has been looking fairly strong at this point in time. As we can see here, if we go to the dollar, which is around about down here, let's get to it. So we have pushed up. We have broken that trend. We had come down to around about $100, and now we're back up to $105. But what's interesting is, if we can zoom in, we started to become again hitting this resistance here. So could this be the way we come down? But obviously that's all going to be coming off what the results are today, because obviously we've got the non-farm payrolls coming out and we've got the employment rate also. So hopefully we want the employment rate to be going up. I know it sounds bad because that means people will lose jobs, but that will means that the Fed are sort of that what they're doing at the moment is slightly working, because obviously whatever comes out today over these next couple of days is obviously going to give the Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve, the direction they need to go. At the moment, we can look at the CMA and we're looking at around about, more people are looking at 50 basis points at the moment than what the previous was. Yes, last week it was, I think it was up about 60% or something like that, but it's basically, it's changed. But obviously, this could change again depending on what results we get today over these next couple of days as well. So obviously, like I said, Jerome Powell will be watching this. So obviously the markets, we need to be watching that as well, because that could give us the direction the markets are going to go. But also with crypto at the moment, we've had the Silvergate issue, the Mt. Gox. We've just had with Binance being potentially investigated, and there's been so much FUD that's been coming around, and the Federal Reserve have been sending crypto from Silk Road to Coinbase, and is that going to be a sell? So obviously there's been a lot of turmoil, because over this past couple of weeks we have seen the S&P 500, that has been going up significantly. But obviously, with all the FUD that's come with the crypto market, obviously that's sort of brought us down, because that brings more fear, uncertainty and doubt. But also this means there's also opportunities there for some people to scoop a little bit more Bitcoin or any of their favourite alts. But as you can see here, the S&P is just basically, it broke its trend and it's pushed up. So, but like I said, obviously whatever the results, you could do all the TA you want, but obviously depending what the results come out in the US this week will determine which way we're going to go. And then don't forget, we have got the FOMC meeting, and then ultimately it's up to Jerome Powell on how he comes around. Is he going to put the 50 basis points, or is he going to be more hawkish? Obviously, again, that's going to bring a lot more volatility into the market. But currently, S&P has broken its trend here, as you can see with this line around about at this point. But also, like I said, you got Dixie that also broke the trend and pushed significantly up to $105.5. We've sort of been banging our heads on this one for the dollar. So we want, obviously, if you get a stronger dollar, we're going to get a weaker stock market, and we're going to get a weaker Bitcoin as well. But as we can see here on the weekly, it's been just fairly rare. XRP is up by 3.9. We've got Bone up by 4.9. But the rest of the market is just been red. So, but on the fear and greed, again, we can look at this and we're around about 44. We're not that far from the neutral, but yeah, people are getting a bit scared, a bit skitty regarding, what's been going on, obviously, with the Silvergate issue and such like, But on the positive news, which makes me feel a bit more positive, on this is True Inflation. You can go on this. It's called app.trueinflation.com in the US at the moment. We can see, actually, over this is on the yearly, that we have inflation has started to drop down. So if we can obviously the inflation keeps dropping down, but unfortunately the unemployment starts to go up, that's going to mean, maybe that could mean the Fed could come a lot more dovish than what they actually are, because obviously, depending on how they are, it's going to be depending on where we're going to go in terms of Bitcoin. But hopefully, once all this FUD is sort of passed, then obviously it's going to, and hopefully with Jerome Powell comes along and he becomes more dovish and everything starts to sort of settle out again. Hopefully crypto will start pushing up. But like I said, for me, I have my buy targets. I'm long-term bullish. I'm not too sure. If you're long-term, this is just noise. You can just sort of whatever, sit back, put your feet up, have a cup of coffee and just chill out. If you're just doing short-term trades, then obviously it's a bit more, it gets a bit more nervy. But as you can see here, true inflation's starting to come down, and if job employment goes up, unemployment goes up, then obviously that's going to be a positive sign too. So let's have a quick check on Bitcoin. So looking at Bitcoin at the moment, this is on the 8 hourly, we basically created this big sort of bear flag here, and then we've just broken down on it. So, but my next target is around about the 21,500 mark as support. If we lose that, my next support is around about 18,250. Now, to invalidate this, we need to get above 24,600. So I can zoom out here and you can see here where my targets are. We're sort of on the stock RSI. We're oversold at this point in time, but you can see here where the support and resistances are. So basically the resistance here is 24, and we all knew that because we kept on bumping our heads about 3 or 4 times on it. We couldn't break through it, but if we do break through, that gives me that we could be heading up to around about the $32,000 mark. But obviously, if we break the 21,500, say, my next target is of basically support is around about the 19,000. Well, yeah, it'd be around about 18 to 19,000 mark. But like I said, to invalidate that, we need to get to above 24,600, 24,500 on that. So, but obviously, it all comes down to what actually happens in the traditional markets, and if we get any more FUD regarding Silvergate and Silk Road, where the US government have been potentially sending some Bitcoin to the Coinbase. And that, so yeah, we've got, and then obviously we've got unfortunately Gary Gensler as well. It's been causing issues, but also we have got good news because obviously GBTC with the Grayscale yesterday was a great sort of victory, or was it day before? It was a great victory. The judge sort of was taking the side of Grayscale on this. And that. So yeah, obviously we are getting little shoots of good news, but there is also shoots of bad news as well. So it's sort of getting mixed in there, and that. So, but yeah, Bitcoin at the moment, like I said, we've got support and resistances at the moment. We're sort of oversold, but obviously I think a lot of people are going to be waiting to see what the results come out this week, and basically see what happens on the FOMC meeting. So let's have a quick check on what's happening on XTP at the moment. So looking at XTP at the moment, it's looking pretty interesting, really. So all I can say is we seem to be having a few panic sellers, because if you look at it, this is on the XTP Bitcoin, and you can see on the total here, you can see that there's obviously, I know I keep saying it, but there is more buyers than, as you can see here, sellers. Look at the numbers there, and look at the numbers here. And now, basically, there's a lot of buy pressure here. a lot of people have been, because of basically selling over, they either over invested or basically just reacting to the general market itself, because obviously the whole market has been going down, and obviously this is also bringing the XTP price down. But again, I just like to say thank you for all the sellers, because I'm still buying, and I'm going to buy because this is a long-term hold to me. And I've said in previous videos, I'm not trying to pump my own bags. If it wants to drop down further, I will buy more, because at the end of the day, this is a long-term hold, 2-3 years. And like I said on the previous video, that I will sell. If we do 100x, I will sell some profit. Being totally transparent, but being transparent again, I'm holding for the next 2-3 years, so I really do not care. If it drops down further, I'll just DCA in a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. That's what I did with things like Cardano. Whenever it was flooding that, prior to the bull market, I kept on buying a little bit more, buying a little bit more, and then when that bull market came, it exploded. It exploded up, and it made me a good set of profit, and this is what I'm doing with XTP at the moment, because we've got a lot of things going on with the company themselves, Tap Global. They are heading this month, potentially, hopefully we'll get some news very, very, very soon in terms about the USA, and I have no doubt we'll have news about at some point about partnerships. Maybe they may be going to head into other countries for their app as well. And like I said, you can download their app. It's easy to do. Referral link down below. Check it out. At the end of the day, it doesn't cost you anything. The only thing it costs you is a bit of time. Check it out, see what you think, and go from there. But at the moment, for me, it's a long-term hold. There's more buyers than there is sellers, and you can see on it here. It's some of these are just so small in terms of total wise, that I just don't see the point, to be honest with you. Just all I say is just basically just let it move up, let it pump up, because it benefits a lot of people. If you're a short-term trader, it's going to benefit you more in terms of, just let it go, let it rise up, let it just take off. But for me, whatever happens, I'm here for long term, and I'm going to accumulate. And that because I think this project has a lot going for it, and it's a young company. So at the end of the day, some people will probably send me a comment or something like that and say I'm pumping my bags. No, I am not. If you think I'm pumping my bags, whatever floats your boat. For me, this is a long-term hold, and I like being in young companies. I made my money from invested in young companies like this, and whenever he's getting scared and nervous and start panic selling, I used to be one of those people. I used to panic sell. I think, oh my god, because I was over invested, or I put more money in than I was willing to lose. But I learned over time, put more money. If you lose it, you lose it. Obviously, start fresh, because I haven't put more money in I'm willing to lose. But I've done my research on this. I've done my investigations, my due diligence, and I've risk management in it. So obviously, I just see this as an opportunity. So obviously, that's up to you. But for me, this is an opportunity that I'm not going to miss, because it's a new company, and there's lots and lots potentially going to come along the route, which is going to push up the price even further. So anyway, I hope you like this kind of content. I'm going to leave you to it. I hope you have a great, whatever you do today, if you're investing, short-term trades, or you're buying more crypto or whatever, or you're going out there and having an adventure outdoors. But I hope everybody's having a great day, wherever you are. But like I said, if you want to sign up to XTP, not XTP, Tap Global, the link down below, and just check out the app, see what you think. But XTP, in my eye, I'm just buying a little bit more, but obviously, you do what you need to do at the end of the day. That's the bottom line. You do what you need to do. If you end up want to sell. It's up to you. I'm buying. You do your own due diligence, do your own research, and do whatever suits you as a person and your finances. And that. So like I said, give us a thumbs up, give subscribe. All your support is much appreciated. I'm I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers and that, which, you know, it's going to take time. I've done well at the moment, so any kind of support is greatly appreciated. So take care, and I'll see you soon.